It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, and welcome. This is Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A number of storylines emerging as the season gets into full swing. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the Toronto Raptors. For the Raptors, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're
We bring you tonight into Portland over the Burnside Bridge on a gorgeous evening here in the Pacific Northwest. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by... We are near...
Well,
he's not shy about putting pressure on the front office, DA. Thanks. Well, we're around the halfway point now, Doris. Some clubs are obviously in a rebuild mode, but it can be hard for many team owners to accept that and accept that path they're on.
Well, when you've been the guy to make that financial investment, there can be a little bit of impatience because one of your responsibilities is keep people in the seats. You've got to pay the bills. What you have to do is you make clear to the fans the vision that they have. If you make it clear, Kev, maybe they can sort of embrace the rebuild and celebrate the step-by-step progress.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Leonard and Ibaka are the forward pairing. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. And it's Valanciunas in at the center, filling out the middle. Allen's shot is off. Outside, Green. Outside, Lowry. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's Allen. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside, Lowry. Valanciunas finds Lowry. Back to Valanciunas. Great D that time from Nurkic. For the Raptors, their last game, a loss to the Golden State Warriors. To the inside. Allen dishes to McCollum. Tries from 16, and he gets the jumper to drop.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, the defense better take notice because you can't let guys get comfy shooting from their spots.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ibaka, and again, no good by Toronto.
1 for 4 right now. A little sluggish coming out of the gate.
And they pick up 2. For Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Green kicks to Valanciunas. In the corner, Ibaka with it. A 3 from Leonard. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
I think, Greg, they didn't let the crowd or the noise get to them, and they have to be happy with how they played and executed on the road in that one.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And for Jusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tick him off before every game to get the best out of him.
Boy, Ibaka is such a great teammate. This guy is always willing to find the open man.
McCollum against Green. Back to Lillard. To the paint. And Allen slams it in.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
Lowry scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Green against McCollum. He kicks to Nurkic. Aminu, the pass to Allen. Leonard with the steal. Here's Green. Goes back up. And Allen with the block. But they'll get another chance. Leonard, that's for 2. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Fires from deep. And he's good on the 3 ball. McCollum's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And stolen by Lillard. The finish, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
This is a perfect example of how you want to run your offense. Disciplined but determined. Nice possession, Greg.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Green. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Leonard against Allen. Goes up on the high post, and that one's good. Leonard.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Good on the three-point shot.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Green finds Lowry. Now here is Ibaka. Back to Lowry. Leonard on the wing, defended by Allen. 5 on the clock. Leonard inside. He's against Allen. Leonard, no luck.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
And there's the pass to Lillard. Back to Allen. Shoots over Leonard. Kicks it out to Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And again, it's Portland converting.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Toronto calls timeout. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
These two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road.
Time now to look at the race for Rookie of the Year. And of course, it's still early. A little over a month gone in this new NBA season. But let's take a look at who's made a nice impact so far. You look at Allen. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I'll tell you, it's one of the brightest starts to a career that I can remember. He's certainly well positioned for that award.
The 11-footer. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Leonard. Lillard against Lowry. A three from Leonard. The shot comes out. Now Portland takes it the other way.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
And the basket by Lillard.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
To the paint. Fires from 14, and he nails the jumper.
I think we know Jonas Valanciunas is effective inside, but he's got an opportunity and ability and the touch to drain jumpers.
And this Toronto team has started to depend on threes more often for their offense.
You're right, Kevin. They went from being near the bottom of the league in threes attempted to top 5 in attempts this past year. And a lot of that is the green light to shoot from the wings that they have. It's another dynamic to an already potent scoring machine.
A shot by Lowry, no good. And so Allen will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers, leading by 12. Lillard with the bucket.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
Back to Valanciunas. Trailblazers leading by 12. To the middle. Here's Allen. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Lowry can't get it to go. Portland's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Count it.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Raptors trail by 14. Down low, here's Leonard, and the bank shot is good. Leonard's got 6 points.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Allen kicks to Lillard. Back to Allen. Leonard with the steal. Here's Valanciunas. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. He's got 8.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Passes it to Green. Ibaka outside. And the 3 off target. Portland leading by 10. Here's Allen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, Doris, for a long time, few people realized how efficient the three-point shot can be, the extra point making such a difference. Why do you think it took a while for that thought process to hold?
Well, I think obviously we have advanced metrics, and the reason we have advanced metrics is there are more ways to monitor the things that happen between the lines, right? There are cameras everywhere. We can track people's data via computer programs. But I think one of the interesting things to me, Kevin, is that Steph Curry really has changed the logistics of what defines a quality shot. Here's a guy who steps across half court, and when he does, he's in range. So the influence of Steph Curry cannot be understated.
Great example. Now Monroe kicks to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet, defended by Harkless. Toronto needs to get off a shot. A 3 from Leonard. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard with the steal. Here's Van Vliet. And the Raptors miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Allen. 5 points in the game. Pass to Turner. Allen with it. Leonard picks him up. Leonard the pass to Harkless. 6 on the shot clock. Allen finds Leonard. Curry outside. Rebound by Monroe. Raptors trail by 11. Inside, it's tipped. Harkless with the steal. Got a piece of it. Allen passes to Curry. And the layup falls.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Raptors shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Here's Van Vliet, guarded by Curry. Monroe against Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Anunoby kicks to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. That 3 off the mark. Portland leading by 13. On the wing, Turner. Back to Allen. Shoots over Leonard. And it's sent back by Leonard. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Portland out in front, up by 15. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
around and rock it. You know I come around and rock it. You know I come around and rock it. Word up, word up. Hold up. You know I come around and rock it.
Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent. Let's play hard.
Knowing your role. So Portland ends up going with the new group. A new group in now for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Monroe. Ibaka comes in for Pascal Siakam. Danny Green, he's checked in for Leonard. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for OG Anunoby. Van Vliet passes to Green. And guys, veteran Danny Green moving north last summer as part of the Kawhi Leonard trade, now in a Toronto Raptors uniform.
Yeah, and not the big name in that deal, obviously, but an important piece. Green is shown to be a very capable 3-and-D guy, and it's the next chapter in what has been a solid career for him.
Lillard and McCollum, the deadly backcourt pairing. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Nurkic, and it's Allen in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Allen drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, T in that last outing against the Grizzlies delivered a performance for the ages. He had 41 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Well, that was an elite performance, and it didn't seem to matter what approach they used to try to slow this guy down. He had an answer for everything.
Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lowry's got 8 points.
What a fluid perimeter. Game. Kyle Lowry, a consistent threat from deep.
McCollum outside. Portland no good that time either. Raptors trail by 15. Inside. Here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by McCollum. Outside Lowry. Back to Van Vliet. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Van Vliet's got his second bucket.
His shot's hitting on another level here in the second. I mean, it's looking effortless now.
Lillard finds McCollum. Here's the 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Lillard against Lowry. Ibaka outside. Lowry passes to Ibaka. Got a piece of it. That one falls. And that's 10 points for Valanciunas.
Well, terrific instincts from Jonas Valanciunas on the interior. This guy has improved in the low post every year.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Portland.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Here's Valanciunas. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Allen kicks to Lillard. The pass to Aminu. Portland moving the ball around. Allen's shot is off. Raptors trail by 14. Van Vliet passes to Lowry. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Allen. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Ibaka finds Valanciunas. Basket good. Valanciunas has got 14.
Well, not to be denied, right? Jonas Valanciunas takes a hit and still finishes through contact.
Allen, that's good.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Pass to Valanciunas. Ibaka outside. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Back to Lowry for 3. Missing that scoring opportunity, having a bad 3 for 9 shooting night.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Here's McCollum. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Here's Lowry. Cans the 12-footer. Lowry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, just terrific touch from the mid-range. That is something Kyle Lowry has always used to a major advantage.
And the rejection by Valanciunas. 1:14 left in the first half. Van Vliet kicks to Valanciunas. Over in the corner, Green gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And shooting better from three-point range here in the second, but overall still struggling right around 30% from beyond for the game.
Here's Allen. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game. Raptors trail by 13. 46 seconds left now here in the second. Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Pass to Green. Back to Lowry. This one for 3. They get the rebound. Ibaka denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. And so Allen will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They led by as many as 18 points. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Allen's got 16 points.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Portland with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Terry Stotts. Coach, what has gone right for your team so far?
Well, we've got a lot of energy. Getting stops and getting runouts was the biggest difference.
And that gets your guards involved early in the offense. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
So for Toronto right now, Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Leonard and Ibaka are the forward pairing. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. On defense, Portland. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him that. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
McCollum against Green. Ball's knocked loose. 5 to shoot. Shot from the wing. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. And T is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. To the inside. Here's Leonard. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
Boy, I'll tell you, Greg, that's just inexcusable. All they had to do was box him out. You learn a lesson the hard way in that instance.
Allen drives in. Takes it from 10. And it falls over the rim and in. McCollum's got 15 points.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Lowry finds Leonard. Another miss by Leonard. Trailblazers leading by 15.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Up top, Valanciunas. To the middle, here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Boy, Kyle Lowry can be so creative sometimes. You think the window's too tight, but he finds a way.
And Greg, with Kawhi, started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Boy, Kevin, what a game it's been for Jonas Valanciunas. It hasn't mattered what the defense has thrown at him. He's continued to deliver on the offensive end.
Here's McCollum. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Incredibly reliable as a scorer. He's always looking for ways to help the team succeed. It's happening again tonight.
Toronto calls timeout. And Danny Green, a terrific shooter who also, Greg, happens to give you great production on defense.
Yeah, and I'd have to say Green's probably alone in history with his shooting and defense. Only player to ever have 6 or more seasons with at least 50 blocks and 73s. You know, it might be arbitrary checkpoints, but nevertheless, it illustrates just what Green brings to the table, a consistent 3-and-D player.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Myers-Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic. Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Curry subbed in for Damian Lillard. Here's Allen. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 6th assist on the night. Raptors trail by 13. Lowry kicks to Leonard. And it's blocked.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Harkless with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Curry with it. Lowry picks him up. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Allen with the jam.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger.
He feeds it to Allen. Lays it up and banks it in. Allen's got 8 here in the quarter.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
No, he is a bulldog. I mean, scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Pass to Aminu. Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown. Aminu's got 7 points in the game.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
And slam dunk by Allen.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
There's no doubt. They're making all the right moves. Their chemistry tonight has been phenomenal.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 6. Kicks it to Leonard. Floats one and stolen by Lillard. And so it's Portland sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many 3-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Nurkic is out there with Aminu, and it's Allen in at the 3, the small forward. Valanciunas passes to Van Vliet. To the inside, Leonard lays it up off the glass.
This guy's pulling his weight tonight. The guys around him need to pick up the slack and start following his lead.
Lillard outside. It's Allen on the wing. He kicks to Nurkic. There's the pass to Lillard. 4 on the shot clock. Passes to Allen. Over Leonard. Allen's shot is off. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Lillard outside. Back to Allen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. And that one falls for Allen. A lot of guys can take over a game, Doris, at a moment's notice. You snap of your finger. In your mind, who goes that quickly into that zone and takes over like that?
I'll tell you this, the guy who comes first to my mind is Klay Thompson. I mean, what we've seen this guy achieve in a 12-minute quarter and the speed with which the ball from the touch of his fingertips to the release is incredible. Damian Lillard, another guy, doesn't get it off quite as fast as Klay, but can put 20-30 in a quarter in a heartbeat. Guys like Kyrie Irving, Russell Westbrook, when they start cooking, boy, you better step out that kitchen because you're going to be in trouble, Kevin.
You are. Well said. From beyond the arc, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 8 now on the night. Toronto shooting 47%, pretty solid. Leonard dishes to Valanciunas. Van Vliet kicks to Valanciunas. And another shot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, that's a ton of desire on the backboards by Jonas Valanciunas. He's working so hard.
Well, last season we saw Valanciunas start to step out a bit with his shot.
You know, started taking about 1-3 a game, and you wonder if he's geared up to act more like a stretch 5 over the next part of his career. He's always had a great touch from the line and mid-range. Now, that just seems like a natural progression.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Van Vliet. Valanciunas inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. And Ibaka slams it in.
Kev, we know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
Inside. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by McCollum. 33 points for Allen.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Van Vliet passes to Valanciunas. Green kicks to Van Vliet. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Valanciunas. The shot misses. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's McCollum. And again, it's Portland converting.
I'll tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide his team to victory. Superb job shooting the ball in this final period. I'll tell you, good work to pound it down low and finish in tight.
Portland leading by 22. Now Lillard. Pass to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 26 points for C.J. McCollum.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. For today's defensive schemes, Doris, which are more valuable in your opinion? Great on-ball defenders or great help defenders?
Well, I think you need both, obviously. I think anytime you can pressure the ball to a high level, I think that's very disruptive at the point of attack. But I also think in an era of incredible motion offense, you think of players and teams like the Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, there's great ball movement, player movement, and you've got to be able to be aware at least 2 passes away. So you need both quality types of defenders to me to have a high-level defense, Kev.
I agree. It begins with an on-ball defender and usually evolves into a help defender. I mean, you can't do one without the other.
Agreed. I'll tell you, it was the sharp passing that led to that shot. Terrific teamwork.
Powell kicks to Valanciunas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here.
You know what you love about watching OG Anunoby? You feel like you're watching a vet when you watch this guy. He doesn't seem to get rattled in pressure situations. This guy plays like he's been in the league for a decade. Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
Pass to Valanciunas. Kicks it to Lowry. Shoots over Lillard. Lowry can't get it to go. And Doris for Anunoby. He has said he felt like he could compete with anyone.
Well, to me, Kevin, that's part of being able to be the defender.
Monroe down low. Working on Nurkic. Took him no time at all on that one. Leonard's got 12 points in just the second half.
The defense getting a little lazy there. You can't give him those shots. He'll make you pay every time.
Down low. Here's Nurkic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Toronto calls timeout. Doris, last year the NBA signed a deal to broadcast G League games on the internet channel Twitch.
Well, you know Adam Silver is always looking at new methods for broadcasting this great league and the G League. And I think we live in an era of an increasingly digital world. The next generation views their platforms in non-traditional, non-linear fashion. So to me, this is really smart decision making.
I know you're a big Twitch watcher yourself. You subscribe, and like me, you love the G League.
I'm always twitching.
To the paint, here's Leonard, and Allen with the block. They recover it. Kicks it out to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Raptors now. Lowry finds Leonard, and Allen with the block.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
And Greg, one of the stories that had started developing since last season was the talk of Kawhi Leonard wanting out. Too many soured relationships, it seemed.
And he was eventually moved after requesting a trade. Pop and the Spurs tried just about everything they could to convince him to stay. Probably the most drama for a team known for not having any drama.
Here's McCollum. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. A minute 50 left in the game. And here's Lowry. Outside Leonard. And the league last season, Doris, looking to tighten up on the traveling calls. I think that's a move in a positive direction, and it's had a good effect.
Well, Kevin, I'm sure you agree with this. We want to see if there's a traveling violation, it should be called.
Yes.
We have given the offensive players enough advantages, and by that I mean we've made it less physical on the perimeter. You know, we've allowed for freedom of movement, and so I think anytime you learn from a kid, listen, if you pick up that pivot foot, it's a travel. In the past, I thought a lot were missed. What's your take on it, Kev?
I like what you said, and even more for the younger kids who are learning the game, they got to play the right way. It's got to be called.
That's right.
Oh, the lob to Valanciunas, and that one is off.
And really, they had the play all set up there, and then it just breaks down.
I can't believe they didn't pull that one off. Everything seemed there. They've got to be upset with themselves.
Aminu, the pass to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Lowry running. Here we go, all the way if he can.
Well, Kyle Lowry is never going to turn down a chance to get out and run, and pays off in the break.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assistant.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
Lowry up top, covered by Lillard. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And finally finding a rhythm, but unfortunately a little too late.
Well, you wonder if they can use the momentum they've built here into the next game, because this one looks over.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Well, congrats on the win. I'm sure you guys are building confidence, but it's early. And how much do those postseason dreams factor into what this team's doing right now?
I think it means a lot. You know, I think we want to bring a championship back home to these fans. So, are we going to do whatever it takes to make that happen?
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David